Into the Night original mix by James Egbert from Friction 2016. Welcome back to Build Theory. I'm Aurian Archive, and let's get restarted. We're picking back up on my traps uh, energy defender. And as you can see on the screen, she has already hit level 50, so it's time to actually start, well, making the build she's going to have. And we're picking up in St. Marshall, and we're picking up in St. Marshall because there used to be on the live servers, you had to go to specific locations to talk to various representatives in game in order to do a respecification. The respecification agent for the villain side used to be somewhere around here. Somewhere on this bridge, I think. Maybe over where the helicopter is. Or maybe it was over here in this building with the trainer. He got moved a while ago. I'm not really sure when the move was made, but kind of for historical sake. St. Marshall is kind of an odd zone because it's a villain zone, it's an arachna zone, it's patrolled by Longbow, and there's a fair number of hero statues scattered around. Kind of just, mm, I think this was one of the most creative zones that Cryptic actually put together. Not quite the Venice you need a boat to get anywhere, but setting it all atop islands and stringing them out. I really wish we had seen more of this kind of design style for the Rogue Isles, because this is actually surprisingly, I think from a design standpoint, holds up pretty well. All right, and where I'm actually looking for is a place to sit down and do the respecification. Uh, you cannot do respecifications while you're in task forces, and if you have an unstable or difficult internet connection, uh, it may be a better idea to actually go and do your respecification inside a supergroup base. Now, so I'm actually looking for the base portal, which was moved. To, okay, there it is. Yeah, the base portal is now down here in this cubby hole. I think it used to be. I think maybe over here, but now it's been moved to be closer to a transport ship. Okay, and yeah, I think this is now running backwards. There's an interesting artifact in the base building system. And that when I was constructing this base, or this part of it, And yes, this is my construction. The lions going forward are supposed to be the way in. Do I just need to be a smaller costume? And the lions going out are supposed to be the exit. And yes, yesterday was Talk Like a Pirate. Can I fly? Yeah, I can fly through some of these blocks. But you can use the base building system to enforce one-way paths. They're just, I'm not sure why, but apparently everything in here has been reversed. And this is supposed to be the exit. Alright. Mm. Okay, here we go. Here's our quiet place. And we'll start the respec with a slash respec. And now we'll bring back up the build and put it on top. Right, and we're skipping caltrops. We're taking whip grenade. Next we got power bolt. We're taking triage beacon. Taking energy torrent. And we went with experimentation for speed of sound. Acid mortar. Power burst. Force field generator. Poison trap. Sniper blast. Leaping for combat jumping. And then we're taking stealth. That's concealment. Stealth. And then after stealth, we're taking aim. And then we're taking seeker drones. And now we're taking trip mine. Next up, we'll be fighting with kick. Kick, tough, weave. And real quick again, the reason why Scorpion Shield is in there is that Dark doesn't have a defense, Flame doesn't have a defense, Power Mastery doesn't have a defense, Psychic Mastery does have, on some types, something, but here it has Mind Over Body, which is a resist, Electric Mastery is Charged Armor, which is a resist, Soul Mastery is Dark Embrace, which is a resist, Mace Mastery has Scorpion Shield, which is a defense. Leviathan Mastery has Shark Skin, which is a resist. And Moon Mastery has Charged Armor, which is a resist. This is why you see Mace Mastery taken so often. Because if you're going for a and keep in mind, defense is what keeps you alive in City of Heroes, not resist. A number of these powers could be reconfigured to either offer a mixed defense resist component for the tertiary armor, or the resist need to be buffed and changed so that it offers an equivalent protection that defense offers. Until or unless that happens, there's probably a number of valuable powers that could be in here, but there's no power that's more valuable than being able to survive. Alright, and then Nova at 38, because that's when we can first get it, taking Explosive Blast. And then we were going for Experimental Injection, Corrosive Vial, and Adrenal Booster. Web Grenade got 2, Triage Beacon is 6 out, Acid Mortar, 6 out, Force Field Generator is 3, Poison Trap is 4, Seeker Drones, all the way out, Trip Mine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Power Bolt, all the way out, Energy Torrent, all the way out, Power Burst, all the way out, Sniper Blast, all the way out, Aim, Nova, all the way out, Explosive Blast, all the way out. Check our inherents, didn't have any extra slots there. Speed of Sound, just 1. Experimental Injection, just 1. Corrosive Vial, 2. Adrenal Booster, just 1. Combat Jumping, 2. Stealth, 1, 2, 3. And if you're asking, why did I put the Kismet on Stealth? And because Force Field Generator is a reclick, it's not a constant. And yeah, I could put the Kismet on Combat Jumping. Alright, and Tough is 1, 2, 3, 4. Weave is 1, 2, 3. Scorpion Shield is 1, 2. And there we go. We're done. And alright. And as an update, if you remember from the live server, if you respec enhancements, they would be sold. Well, there's some issues with inventory management. And the quickest solution is enhancements that are unassigned or just delete it instead of being auto sold. And we will put the build underneath so you can have a quick look at what the slotting looks like. And finish. Okay, the next step, if you will, is to, well, manage the tray. There's maybe a number of powers in here. They're all sorted in the order that we took them. So we can use the command clear tray, and that clears our tray out. Now, if you have a macro in here, a button push of some kind, clear tray will not drop those. So if you've got like a macro to do bow down and say hello, you can still use clear tray safely. The button press will not be deleted. Okay, now that we have our powers out, we can start to think about how we're going to place things. And we'll start with where I kind of want my attacks to go. And I'm putting Power Bolt on 1, Energy Torrent. Now I put Explosive Blast on 4. We'll put Energy Torrent on 3. And so now that gives us our single target, AoE, 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 single target. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll do our triage beacon. So now it's just control 1. And we got our control 2. Now it gets us our acid mortar. Force field generator in control 3. Poison trap in control 4. Seeker drones. Control 5. Trip mine. May think about moving it from there. All right, we're going to move. Yeah, we are. We're going to move Trip Mine down here. We're going to do Corrosive Vial in the middle. We'll do Adrenal Booster. Yeah, the thing is, Poison Trap is one of the few debuffs that we get, along with Acid Mortar. We'll go ahead and finish putting in some of these slots, so we'll... Already did experiment. Okay. Combat Jumping, Stealth, Tough, Weave, Scorpion Shield. We'll make a quad here then. And we'll put our sprint there. And because our sprint will be holding a celerity stealth. That's what this down here is, celerity plus stealth. So the operational idea is that our attacks we use most often will be on 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 will be our trip mine. So it's a sing because trip mine will be the most often power we will use if we are having to set up for a fight. And so where are we going to put Adrenal Booster? We're probably not going to use that often. Probably not as often as... Yeah, Alt 5 can be a little funny. I think for most... Thing is, when you're setting up a bar, you try and keep in mind which powers you're probably going to click on and which ones you're going to be able to hit with your fingers very carefully. If you've got your fingers on WASD, Alt plus a number means moving your thumb in, whereas Control plus a number means just moving your pinky down, and your pinky's probably sitting on the Shift or the Cap Lock button, whereas your thumb's on the spacebar. So if you've got a regular size keyboard, you're probably you want to put powers that you may want to sit still or maybe planning to go for another attack. So if you're getting ready to do Nova, you're going to have to sit still for a second to pull off Nova. So that may be a good idea to put those powers on Alt. And you want Alt 1, 2, 3, 4 to be, and this is just kind of predicated on hand position. It's where your thumb is versus you're probably going to be using your middle finger, just middle finger up, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go middle finger Alt 5, that can be a little bit of stretch for some people. Put your hand in an awkward position. If you do thumb on Alt, index finger on 5, again, it can be a little awkward. So Control 5 is very easy. Pinky on Control, index finger on 5, and normally if you slide your fingers down to do Control, your index finger will go over the 3, 4, 5, and your middle finger will do 1, 2. So it's not a huge. It's almost a natural shift in rotation. So when you're planning on where you're going to put your powers, you probably want to put a click power because you can hit Control 5 very easily. You can hit number 5 very easily. But Alt 5, unless you reprogram it, and yes, you can do that, but most people probably not going to do that. Probably want to click there. So, do we want Adrenal Booster there, or do we want experimental injection? Well, we know that adrenal booster isn't going to be used very often. It's got a 9-minute recharge time. Well, it has a significant amount of recharge time. I'm not sure why it just went from 1 minute to because adrenal booster clicked in and it has a self plus recharge. Okay, so it recharges on itself. Still, it's got a really long recharge time. Experimental injection uh, is probably a good click power because you're ever going to use it when you're looking at a teammate. And we're probably going to be putting our incarnate powers around here. So what we're going to do is we're going to move. Well, no, thing is, if you misclick on Adrenal Booster, you could take out Scorpion Shield. So for right now, we're going to put Adrenal Booster kind of there in the middle. All right, and that's okay. The next step, and now I need to go pull up an external photo. Okay, which one am I looking for? Okay, tray 4567. And we will do a new image. Browse. There we go. And we'll bring this up for reference. Okay, this is my how I configure the pop-up additional powers. Haven't visited pay to win vendor to get all of them. Go ahead and bring it up here. Well, no, I don't want you full screen. We'll go ahead and plus, 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 plus. 4x3, 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 4x3. All right, and we will just being covered. Okay, they're not being covered. 5, 6, 7. Okay. And now we'll go through powers and fast travel. Ouroboros. That's in 5. Spend fast. Okay. The reason for the setup is you have the team teleport in 4. That would be this one. You have your single teleport also in 4 here. And it's separated with, you've also got your assembled a team in 4 window. And you have your reveal, you have your mutation, and you have your fortune. And those are also, you have mostly team powers that you're probably all going, or solo powers, you're probably going to be using within the same period of time looking at using a team. Like you leave a mission and you need to go to the next mission, you have team teleport, you trigger team teleport, there you go. You've also got your assembled team in the same window. And once you finish out of assembled a team, or if you finish out of team teleport, as your team's waiting there, that's probably a good time to check your mutation and check your fortune, see if anybody needs a fortune. 5 gets the fast travel, and it also gets the supergroup based teleporter just kind of parted out to the side. This is mostly a remnant uh, because the supergroup. I'm pretty sure that was that is the supergroup portal. Excuse me. Uh, no, yes, base transporter supergroup portal. So same thing, different names. You have base transporter, supergroup portal, monitor duty teleporter, rapid response portal. They're all the same portal going to the supergroup base. And that was previously. Uh, I'm not well, do I have an older picture? I do. No, not that much older. Hmm. Sorry, I'm kind of looking through. Oh, okay. Um, and this actually comes up kind of often, so I since I'm here and thinking about it, now's probably the time to mention it. PDT. And okay, this particular window, you can see the old uh, 5 4 6 slotting incomplete, and in that pump 5 position, I had the Pocket D teleport. Pocket D teleport has been taken out as a separate teleport. To get to Pocket D, you'll need to do you can still access it by the new fast travel system, but you'll need to unlock the zone teleports, and then you'll need to go and get a location badge in Pocket D. Since one of them is right inside the Monkey Fight Club, not really a big issue to pick up a teleport to it. Okay, so going back to uh, pump, uh, the so top line of 5 is the fast teleport, the base teleport, then the inner inspiration, then the Ouroboros teleport, and then the explicit fast travel to or the zone travel icon. And then I also had Ninja Run up here. This was also kind of left over from previous configurations. And kind of the idea is to have stuff that's not necessarily team focused, but maybe more personal focused. You're not trying to cart your team around, you're just trying what's useful to you at that moment that you're probably not going to check that often. You may not be running with maxed inspirations all the time, so that seemed like a good place to put it. And Windows 6 is where I've been putting the alignment powers, I've been putting the self-res, where I put the welcome mode, and where I've been putting the crafting table. And then Windows 7 is, well, kind of the incarnate pets. In this specific example here, you can see that I've got a Shivan in there. I've got my incarnate pet, which is on a timer. I've got the defensive mode. I've got the target mode. I've got the assault mode. And I also have the support radial incarnate, so that if once I trigger my pets, I can then trigger support incarnate, give them a little bit bigger bump for the character that this picture was taken on. And that's how the 4, 5, and 6 trays will eventually be filled out. So where we are now is we've got our, let's take our tray window out. And now we're pretty much ready at this point. We've got our windows pre-configured. We can start closing the trays that we don't necessarily need out, and we can just bump through the panels really quickly. And now we've got pretty much everything in place until I get some incarnate power slotted. So that's going through the respec, setting up a tray. And kind of another word of advice, always have a jetpack on hand. Okay, and I also need to pull that down. And we're real quickly going to go through some of the post. Yeah, I know this base is not much compared to what some of other players have accomplished, but hey, I did it. I'm still damn proud of it. Even if for some reason it's kind of broken from the way I intended this to be run. Yep, one side to the other. Okay, our pocket D's over here. Okay, and so we're now going to go talk to the Gull. Can you do disable the travel power pop-up? And always accept Mystic Fortune. And next stop will be, because those effects really don't work with this outfit, there's an icon representative around here somewhere. Oh, there's a pay-to-win vendor. We can go ahead and, okay, I've already done the inspiration drops. So I just need prestige powers. And Sansamu. What am I? Okay, magic, so I need the black wand. Okay. Travel. Go ahead and get long range teleporter. Alright, ninja run. Symbol to T. Base transporter. Supergroup teleporter. Mission transporter. Team transporter. Jump pack. Utility and inspiration. Mystic Fortune. Return to battle. Reveal. Okay. And now we can finish our quick slotting out. So 4 out of 5, 5 gets long range teleport. Return to battle was in 6. Mystic Fortune is in 4. Secondary Mutation in 4. Reveal in 4. Portable Workbench in 6. Base Transporter on 5. Supergroup Portal I'm actually going to go put on 6. And the difference here is Supergroup Portal. Yeah. I'm not going to say it's the most pointless, considering there's almost a Supergroup Portal in every zone now to support the warping to every zone triggers. But it's there if you want it. And it's good for it's a good thematic addition. Mission transporter, team transporter, assemble the team. Alright, ninja run. And a lot of times I do like ninja run down on the actual travel bar. And jump pack. Did I skip inner inspiration? Now, since long range teleport is in fast travel, I'm just going to remove it and we'll put our jump pack there. And that leaves up 6 for our alignment power. Don't have the incarnate pets yet. Okay, yeah. We'll go ahead and just put it back there for. Okay. And that's prepping the trays. We've now got normal trays ready. Now we just need an. Oh, I know where the icon person is. I'm on the right side. And there's our icon person. And we want to go pull Epic, Experimentation, Minimal effects. Okay, we were doing that color screen. Do match across all powers. Okay. Here we go. Can live with that. Leaping, minimal effects. Not sure what that's going to look like, but we'll go with. And this one, I'll turn the desaturation down all the way. Okay, there we go. And go through Windows. Alright, see how that looks. Not so bad. I really wish that subtle glow on Scorpion Shield was dismissed. Just Scorpion Shield with the magnetic radiation, but no inner glow. That'd be nice. Fit an awful lot more characters. But I do love how in this mode, how the aura really does stand out. Let's go. Oh, whoops. I'll just aura out. And then we'll head for Cap Diablo because it's the lowest place. And we'll quickly fire on something and see where we look like. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay. Want to move my my jaunt up. Okay. We're actually going to put Poison Trap down here next to Trip Mine. We'll put Jaunt in Control 4. And now, in. Okay, the roleplay works. Down, set bomb, move. All right, now comes the fun part of this in acquiring everything to actually slot the character out. So I guess I will be spending a little bit of time, well, grinding with a farmer to afford this character. Either that, I'll just be playing, say, Psychonauts 2 or The Ascent and just leaving my farmer on passive farm. It's been Aurian Archive with the build theory, and in this one, we've gone over respecking, a little bit of game history because I can't resist, a little bit of design history because I can't resist, a little bit of window management, and a little bit of the theory of how you want to place powers on your keyboard. Now, I do want to make it clear here. There are some players who, for some reason, swear by using the control and alt modifiers just to pop up a single window at a time. And, no matter where you've got your windows placed, I'm not really sure that that changes how you're. Because unless you are not doing WASD as your control movement, and this is the thing where it comes to a lot of MMOs and a lot of RPGs in general, the abilities, the skills, the everything that you do is not based around WASD. It's not based around a controller format. And I'll pick on Elder Scrolls Online, I'll pick on Guild Wars, I'll pick on World of Warcraft. The UIs, the setups, the configurations are not based around how the player actually engages and works the keyboard. Now, yes, you can take steps to make them behave like you will, but last time I checked in World of Warcraft, that required some kind of mod. And one of the things I've always loved about City of Heroes is that from the start, from day one, the controls seem to be configured, or you could configure them to work with the controller format that players would be using. Now, work has been done recently to make COH playable on a gamepad. There's some pop menus, radial menus, some other items to make it work that way. And there's a lot of players who are quite comfortable with just using WASD to move. They put all of their button commands as macros, and then they just click on things. And yeah, you can play that if you want, but there's sometimes no polite way to put this. I'm still faster than you, planning on how I'm going to use Control Alt, the numbers, the keys around WASD, and the simple physical movements of hand rotation. Yeah, if you're going, can I come back to what I said before? If your game design is predicated on your players having to use macros or key combinations or button presses to be a pro level player, your game is fundamentally broken. You 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 do not have good design. It's just that simple. And yes, I am looking at pretty much every game Blizzard has ever made, where it seems like players live or die by how good they are at constructing macros. Yeah, that's an admission that the game is broken and was not built within the limitations of the control systems. But that's a rant for another time, and I'll probably get to it. This has been Aurian Archive with Build Theory.